This app performance management in the enterprise, very competitive space, seems especially important now that we're in this hybrid cloud and multi-cloud environment. People are trying to manage performance across a whole lot of different platforms.
Exactly. Software is, now sort of eating the world, as a lot of folks know. It's how we bank, how we shop, how we do just about everything, and these applications have gotten much more complex, over the last 5 years as they've moved to cloud platforms.
Tell me about the sales and marketing motion then, because I remember how it used to be kind of pre-cloud, but now it's confusing because sometimes people are buying within an AWS or Azure environment. Sometimes the traditional reseller market is really powering that. Sometimes it's the company itself. So what's the most quickly accelerating sales channel for you?
Well, we've always built the company around a direct sales approach. Our products are used by enterprises. Enterprises want to connect directly with the company that builds these products. So we've always gone to market really, that way. And it's served us very well. Makes it a very predictable business and a very strategic, platform for these enterprises.
How much is the cloud environment maturing? We talk a lot about, obviously, Amazon being ahead, Azure being a strong challenger. But now you got Google, Thomas Kurian over there is making a case. Google knows a lot about Kubernetes, and they're arguing that they still have a disruptive chance to get in it. Do you see that?
Well, so we run across all these platforms, and
so you can see
and
what's
then some.
Working, right?
And what's happening now is that the cloud is moving from sort of the early days where people would put applications in the cloud to where they really are taking their entire data center and shifting it to the cloud. And that's what's driving these web scale multi-cloud environments that we do so well in.
So is it mature, or does Google have a shot to really gain significant share? It's
still early days. It's still early days. There's a lot of room to go in this marketplace. I mean, you think you have 50 years of data center that's shifting to the cloud in the next 10, and we are early days. So a lot of room to go, and a lot of changes, I'm sure, in front of us.
Is your exposure to larger companies versus small?
It is. We target the global 15,000 companies, enterprise companies, and we expect to talk to the CIO, CTO, and sort of the executive level that are driving this shift within their organizations, digital transformation projects, and that's our focus.
And are there differences between the acceleration in the U.S. versus Europe or Asia?
Not really. The movement to the cloud and this whole move to software is a global phenomena. Every enterprise around the world is moving and moving fast.
It's interesting because we focus a lot, especially lately, on business spending, business investment, CEO confidence right now. You're seeing some signs of weakness, including here in the U.S. around that. But when I hear you put some of these stats out, it sounds like this shift to cloud is going to continue to be this secular growth phenomenon.
We believe it is. The spend in the data center, the traditional data center, is declining quickly, and the move is over to the cloud. It's going to redefine how businesses work in the future. It is the new revenue streams, the new connective tissue with customers, and providing a whole new environment. And we have, customers. I'll give you a quick example. Caribbean Cruise, one of our customers, is reinventing the travel experience for millennials, and they're doing it all through software on their ships. Little wristband interacts with software on ship and on shore to transform the experience.
I imagine you get a pretty granular look at the types of applications that customers overall are running, right?
We do.
So I'm hearing from folks like IBM that there's been a bit of a shift over the past 6 months or more toward productivity versus growth in what customers are demanding. Are you seeing that in apps as well?
What we're seeing is really still a continued focus on growth. New revenue streams, new opportunities, maybe taking an existing core application environment and rebuilding it to be cloud native. That's the shift that we see. Still growth, still attack market, still competitive advantage, for most companies that are pushing forward aggressively.
How do you keep it all secure?
How do you keep it all secure? So there's a couple different parts of the cloud world. We're in the performance side. There is a security side. So we focus on helping customers optimize and make sure that every journey across all their software is optimized.
Do you expect to see M&A within this particular area of enterprise software? Because there's a lot of little companies.
Well, this market is very large. We estimate it's about 18 billion. Others have the estimates in the 20 billions. There's plenty of room for a company like us to grow, and actually probably multiple companies, to grow in this space.
So are you going to grow by acquiring other companies in the space?
We feel very secure and happy with our organic innovation. We've been able to reinvent the business, several times now. It's a very dynamic space, this application world, so organic innovation is our thrust going forward.
Finally, on a macro level, people hear about lack of business investment, lack of corporate confidence. Why is that so invisible in the cloud business?
The cloud is so much more efficient and economical for companies that as there's any kind of disruption anywhere in their markets or whatever, they're going to lean toward applications and the things that really drive connective tissue with their customers, their marketplaces, that create more automation and more information that they gather when they go through digital channels.
All right. John Van Siclen, CEO of Dynatrace, that just began trading here at the New York Stock Exchange, up 58%.